Boy, you guys are in for a treat. So this is a crazy match versus a crazy team. This was part of this was the semifinals of a tournament, and I think it was an official tournament for some reason. I don't know, but it was a tournament, and I saw this team and I was like, wow. I was just, the in the chat I said, shit looks cray. Why am I so scared? Well, in the opposite order, I said, why am I so scared? This shit looks cray. But it really does. This team just, it was so scary because he has the hail set up. The thing that isn't scary about this is everything is weak to rocks, but he has the spinner. And, well, the spinner here or the spinner here, so, But let's just get right into this. I decide to lead off with, Persian, just so I could defog, or not defog, parting shot, anything. And he leads off with this first turn. Oh, and I should say, we both make crazy plays this entire match. So that's one of the reasons it's such a treat. We just really outplay each other back and forth. It's really fun. But so I predicted the volt switch just on turn one. And he goes for it. So now I'm going to be able to get my free volt switch off on anything. He interestingly goes off and get out into Lapras, showing me that he is, in fact, leftovers. I thought that was AV even just now, but it's leftovers. That thing is just bulky. So I'm going to stick the superpower because it'll hit anything super effectively except for the Articuno. I'm going to switch into Mesprit. He tanks that superpower and just recovers everything. He's able to rapid spin the rocks immediately. I can threaten the Psychic, so I'm just going to go for it. It hits the good damage on the Rotom. Now I predict the trick, and I go into Silverly because I'm like, he really doesn't need the Scarfer, so he's probably going to try to trick it. So I got that prediction very nicely. I'm going to Parting Shot out, and he gets the Hail up, which sucks, but I get the -1 off on him. And he's going to switch into this thing, a hard counter to my Mesprit. And I'm going to U-turn out, taking any hit. And luckily for me, I say luckily because he locks himself into that, I'm going to go for the Encore. He knows this, so he's just going to switch directly out. Now this is one of the main, Avalugg is one of the main counters to my Stoutland, and I always try to kill the Stoutland counters. So Avalugg is on my hit list, so I knock that off knowing he's going to definitely want to go for the rapid spin and get away the rocks from 5 things that are weak to it. And he's going to go into this now. I know he is not going to set up in my Liepard's face, so I'm going to switch into Lantern, and then I double switch out into Mesprit to take the Earthquake. He knows I want to get the rocks up, so he's going to set up in my face, which is a good play. Now I know he has the Z move, so and he wants to kill the Mesprit. So I switch into Lantern to take it, and I want Mesprit alive to set up the rocks. They're very important. I'm going to double back to Mesprit, but he predicting the Earthquake, but he goes for the Icicle Crash again, which is very good. Because it'll kill the Lantern anyways, and it hits at anything neutral coverage. So I outspeed that. I'm going to stick the superpower because it hits anything, and with the rocks up, it'll kill the Articuno, so that was a free kill on anything. He's going to go into Rotom, and to my surprise, he's carrying Defog, but it makes sense. He has 5 things weak to rocks. So, yeah, he carries Defog and Rapid Spin, which is cool. I'm going to get the Slow Volt switch off. He goes into this thing. Since I saw the 8 turns of Hail, I know it's item, and I know that I can outspeed and get another free kill with Stoutland, which is great. He fodders this thing off since it's not really useful with my Lantern around. And now he goes into Articuno, and this is where the tide turns a lot. I killed 2 of his, and he gets a sub up with the Hail up and Articuno. This is not looking good at all. So right here, I actually paused for a long time. I was like, what the heck am I gonna do? Like, think about it. What should I do? This Articuno has a sub up, it's Hail, and like something is gonna die here trying to take this Articuno out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into my Silverly and try to break the sub. So that's what I do. I break the sub. He goes for the Hurricane. It not gonna 2-hit KO me, but with the Hail it is gonna 2-hit KO me. And for some reason he switches out. I go for the multi-attack, and I haven't shown him Flamethrower because multi-attack actually does more to Articuno, but luckily he stays in and I'm able to kill the Avalugg. That was just a nice little kill for me. That was probably the biggest misplay for him this whole battle, and he just stays in with Articuno, which I feel he should have done. And for some reason, I thought Stoutland would outspeed, but in fact, he outspeeds me, and he's able to get the sub up, and I'm looking bad right here. But I know he can't one-shot me, so he's probably going to go for the sub again, so I'm going to go into Liepard, and I am correct with that prediction. He switches out immediately, interestingly to me, and now, okay, now I believe I knock off right here, predicting him to not attack me, or I don't even know why, just foddering my Liepard because I don't want to fodder anything else, right? Like, actually, do I fodder Mesper here? I probably, yeah, I see U-turn and fodder Mesper here because Mesper's at 5%, and he gets up the rocks, which is great for him, but my rocker just died. I have one chance to do this, one chance, and he lost his rapid spinner and his defogger, and if I get the rocks up, this Articuno can't switch back in. So I'm going to take this one opportunity. He's going to predict me to Encore, and I go for the copycat and get the rocks up. So now the Articuno is dead. This is just awesome for me. I stay in to fodder the Liepard, and now what is the one Pokemon I have not switched into since turn 1, and because of that, it is awesome. I have the Z-move Persian. I'm going to be able to kill this thing, but he gets the flinch. I'm like, oh my god, he could hacks me to death right here, outspeeding me, and luckily I break free. I'm able to kill him, and it's just great. So, yeah, now I'm gonna die next turn. For some reason, he fodders his Articuno right there, but maybe expecting hail after that. But he's able to live that and kill me with the Blizzard. But Stoutland's gonna be able to outspeed. So that was a crazy close match. I feel like I just had the one little outplayer where he foddered the Avalugg. I don't even know what it was. Maybe him setting up the rocks. I feel like the rocks was also a misplay because that hindered him. It was a good prediction, predicting me to go into Liepard or Mesprit for the fodder, and the hail would kill Mesprit. But other than that, I felt like I played very well this game, and he did as well for the most part. And I was surprised I came out on top. When he had the Articuno behind the sub, if he had switched out, that was also probably another great misplay, was switching out of Articuno. If he had just killed my Silvally, he would have had an Avalugg and things would have been a lot different, but he didn't, and for some reason he was scared to stay in with Articuno versus my Silvally, but that didn't work out very well for him. Anyways, this match was very fun for me. As you can tell, I'm very interested in it, and I was very excited to make this video, even though this match was like a month ago. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this match. Goodbye.